Hey guys, here Mark again. In this video, I'm back again with the ASUS Zenfone 2. And in this video, I'm going to share with you guys the camera testing and the quality of the pictures and videos and all that. But before we go to all that, I'm going to show you guys how the settings work over here. Here you got the settings. You got control, white balance, ISO, exposure value right there. Optimization on it, auto, off, and manual. Camera resolution is a 13 megapixel camera, the rear one, and it goes for 4x3. If you want 16 by 9, it goes to 10 megapixel, and so on, so on. It goes all the way down to 2 megapixel. Another thing that it has is anti-shake right there. You could turn it on auto or off. Image quality standard or fine. Shutter sound, if you want to turn off the shutter sound, you could go ahead, turn it off there, and when you tap on it, it's not going to sound the clicking sound when it does the shutter sound when you take a picture. Self timer, you have it right there. Burst, you could go ahead, burst, turbo, fast and slow. Autofocus and all that. You got center weighted, average weighted, touch auto exposure. This is very good when you touch it, auto exposures the photo. Here in video you got the options for white balance, options for auto exposure, video quality 1920 by 1080p, 720p, and 480p. That's it. You do not have 4K recording. Video stabilization, when you put video stabilization on, it goes to 720, so it doesn't really work on 1080p. Like you see there, it turns off when you go to 1080p. That kind of sucks right there. Video preference, you get to choose between performance or quality. If you want performance or quality is going to take better image of the pictures. Video, touch auto exposure as well, same as the photos. You touch and exposures the photo. Here in others, you got smart brightness, you got on guideline if you want to turn the guidelines on and off. You got the info here, review during duration, after you take the picture, shutter animations and camera sound and all that, anti-flicker, 60 hertz and 50 hertz, power saving mode. You have it here as well. You could go ahead and put it for 5 minutes if you want. You could choose the volume button to go zoom or shutter, but I find that very, very uncomfortable because when you're using the camera, you don't want to be touching the rear. So for me, that's kind of confusing there. I don't really like using that. I'll just use the buttons here in the front, and basically that's it. To access the gallery, all you gotta do is tap right there. I haven't taken too much pictures yet. And over here, if you tap right here, you can see all the modes. It has tons and tons of modes. One of the modes that really pops up to me is the manual mode. I did not know that this phone has a manual mode right here. You can control the white balance. This is exposure, if I'm not mistaken. The ISO right here as well. I think this is the shutter speed as well, and autofocus. I did not know that this phone actually had a manual mode, so it does. So it has HDR, super resolution. This is another feature I did not know it has. When you click super resolution, look at this. You could take up to 51 megapixel camera photos. Look at that, 8192 by 6144. That's insane. If you want to go down to 16 by 9, so the photos can look like white and nice 16 by 9, it goes down to 38 megapixel, same 8192 by 4608. That's amazing. And it goes all the way down to 10 megapixel. Everything else is basically the same. The only big difference is the super megapixel. I did not know that, so I'm gonna be taking some pictures here and there, and I'll show you guys after. After this section right here. You got miniature, you got time rewind, you got smart remove, all smiles, panorama, you got GIF and selfie mode as well, and all that. So guys, now let's go ahead and show you guys the pictures and videos that I took with this camera. Okay, so here we are recording at 1080p on the ASUS Zenfone 2. And keep in mind, this phone does not have optical image stabilization. It does have a software image stabilization. It's like a digital thing, but it only does it on the 720p. So when you switch to 1080p, it actually doesn't do no stabilization whatsoever. So here we're going to be walking so you can see how stable it can be, the video. I don't know how the microphone might be working, but I'm holding my camera almost halfway away from my face, not arm's length, but halfway away, and that's how the mic picks up my voice. So like you saw there, you can also pause the video. I did not edit the video. I just paused the video and then unpaused it again so I could keep on recording. So that's cool that it has that feature as well.